What is up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. This video is an absolute must-see if you hold either XRP or Doge. So like and subscribe if you want daily crypto news, and let's do this video one take and uncut. Kicking things off on fiatleak.com, watching the XRP transactions skyrocketing, $1.54 up 12%. Now, of course, we're going to be going over the XRP price chart along with Doge and do a very unorthodox look. I did in fact tweet it if you guys want to check that out, and if you do not follow me on Twitter yet, feel free to do so. This is my only account, okay? And links are in the video description. Now, I did tweet it if you guys want to refer back to it, but I want to show you something and take it a step further with Doge. Notice XRP on the left, I'm just arbitrarily choosing 5-day because I wanted to fit something nicely just to kind of see how it looked per the fractal. And we have the all-time high price of XRP over here, just over $3. On some exchanges that shows $3.84. And of course, Doge is in a league of its own. It completely took off. Specifically when you can consider Elon Musk's influence. Now we have a Coinbase listing coming, and of course, you know, the TikTok hype, etc. Now, we did a fib retracement, and this purple box is just the all-time high price for XRP, and this is the previous all-time high price for Doge, okay, where the candle body and wicks closed. Now, swing high, swing low, so the highest price to the lowest price, and we see that XRP's at the 382 retracement right now. Interestingly enough, and maybe this is not a coincidence per alt season, guys, this is not too good to be true. We've waited several years of a downtrend doing nothing. We're seeing assets creating new all-time highs and potentially even going to these higher levels of a $10 XRP. Now, that is not financial advice, but that is what I expect during this bullish cycle. So, look at Doge. Swing high, swing low, right at the 382, and it actually blasted off right there all the way to the 3618. And I'll show this on the chart as well. And I actually want to take it a step further and show you why these fibs, these Fibonacci retracements, these Fibonacci extension levels do not lie. And that is no pun intended. Notice if it did in fact blast off at this 382, get well above $2+, break through all-time high once and for all, maybe check back on it, and then finally keep moving, we'd be at a double-digit XRP. And I know we have been waiting forever. They will be calling us lucky as always. We are called idiots when XRP was at 11 cents last year, and we're going to be called idiots when XRP is double, potentially even triple digits. Very happy idiots, okay? Now, let me turn the lights on and I'll show you what I'm looking at. And interestingly enough, so swing high, swing low at the 382, getting a little volume there. We're going to be walking at the RSI, and let me scoot it over so you can see. We want that baby to pop, and let's check how it looks on the weekly right now. You know, RSI is in a very strong position, but we are betting that Bitcoin does in fact kind of, if it does pull back, we're hoping that this finally creates the alt season that we've been expecting per a bunch of analysts in this community. I hate waiting for these pullbacks. It is never fun watching your portfolio go, especially if your portfolio is up, you know, 5x, or some cases people may be up 20x on the year. And then you're having more money than you've ever had, and then you witness a 30% pullback, and it still gets you sick every single time. But take aim, maintain, and we await targets. So let me just put both of them to the weekly. And you can just kind of study, you know, the overall, the MACD, the RSI, the stochastic. But now I just want to show you this. So of course, ideally, conservatively, I do expect XRP gets to, you know, it breaks all-time high per every single asset. XRP has historically been, in the previous bull runs, the last to move. And of course, this is just on Bitfinex. If you go to other exchanges like Poloniex, for example, you can see the price history when it was half a penny. So I absolutely love that as well. Now, how did we gauge this next impulse level for Doge? If you want to say, well, where's Doge going next? How did we know it was going to come here and actually kind of consolidate there? So actually, let me go back to a 5-day so I can show something. So, how do we know that it was going to consolidate right there? Well, remember, swing high, swing low. Let's use this 236 retracement as the next top for swing high. So we're going to pull that baby up. And so now it's up here, correct? So swing high, swing low, and look. Right in there consolidating. And then funny enough, if you look even closer, you can see this wick came down, tapped the 4618. So these fibs do react very well on these macro time frames. I'm not going to be gambling on the 30-minute chart, guys. When in doubt, zoom out. If you are looking at these structures, people freak out. Like if you enter something and all of a sudden it comes back down and it hits the EMA, this 9 EMA or the 21, which would be scary, people freak out. But guess what? Look historically at all this data. Do they have big wicks? Up and down? Yes, this is part of the chart. These crouches, these pullbacks are necessary so the next wave of capital can flow in. We want higher volume and higher frequency of trades. So volatility is part of the game, guys. If you cannot handle this, you may want to go back to the stock market. Remember, if you cannot handle the 30% pullbacks, maybe even 90% pullbacks in some cases, you do not deserve the 5-digit plus gains in terms of percent, okay? So just wanted to show that. And even if we're just kind of playing with the structures, it really does make you wonder where XRP would be at. I'd imagine XRP is either somewhere over here or over here. We're ready to get that next leg up. Ideally, though, it is pretty coincidental that we're both sitting at this 382 level. Of course, Doge, maybe, this is the way to go for it, and we don't want to do that for XRP, but nonetheless, it really makes you wonder. So I know nobody likes waiting, just wanted to point that out. Now, into the next point. Right here, remember, the bigger the shakeout, the bigger the breakout. So we're holding strong. It is coiling up just like a rubber band, ready to launch. Right here, someone in Rhode Island actually bought land using Dogecoin. This is the very beginning, and I'm sure a lot more of these occurrences are going to be happening. I know typically, Bitcoin, maybe Ether are allowed, maybe Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash are allowed to purchase Lamborghinis, and now we have Miami accepting crypto for some luxury apartments and condos, but I feel like Dogecoin will be right up there soon. All right? Now, most people probably skim over this, yeah, big deal, but let's actually tie it back to what we know. So the UK, London, of course, Ripple has an office there, no surprise, like R3 and every other financial institution in the world. But remember, BOE, Bank of England, is a paid RippleNet client. They've also trialed Interledger Protocol, so we'll likely issue a digital currency, a CBDC. Yawn, we get it, we've heard this for several years at this point, I know, just like every other nation. But right here, the Bank of England, and remember the former governor, Mark Carney, was talking about this hegemonic currency, kind of dissing the dollar. And of course, we've covered this extensively and exactly why XRP would be perfectly positioned as the bridge asset. And they've never said anything negative about XRP, but they never, ever mention it. And now the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to share. In a speech at the OMFIF, of course, we are familiar with them and their ties to Ripple and Algorand. Bear with me here, guys. We are talking $30 to $40 trillion involved in this think tank that's focused on economics, monetary policy, you name it, even central bank digital currency development. Right here. This OMFIF Digital Money Institute in London, and now the new, governor, right here is reflecting on the present and future trends and widespread of this private money issued by commercial banks, blah, 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 accelerating existing trends. And talking about the respondents, all the stats you guys don't need to really know unless you want to read it and you're interested, but I wanted to take you to this. So thank you, Darren. He's part of the Algorand community. And of course, we were talking about Algorand well beyond last year when it was under 20 cents and nobody paid attention to it. And then boom. And of course, we've been covering XRP for quite some time, just like everybody. You can't really, look stupid or be wrong when you're in a bull run. So yet again, we're buying low, selling high. And remember, the most profitable people, I can't even talk, in the market had one thing in common. They held that asset when most people were not willing to, and they were not shook out. So that's just kind of what I want to, make my point, I guess, for anybody that's brand new. I know people that have been watching this channel for a few years, you're probably rolling your eyes, but I just wanted to say that. So, friendly reminder, Ripple, the company, and Algorand and the Algorand Foundation have some very deep ties with this think tank, OMFIF. Over $39 trillion of investable assets here working with central banks. So as we can see right here, and you can find this on the website, is Accenture, early investor in Ripple. We got Algorand, Novi, SDX, HSBC, RippleNet, PayPal, Ripple, Visa. You could literally name every organization. Just wanted to point out Ripple and Algorand. And right here, OMFIF, right on their website too, $39.5 trillion at the heart of this network. So we're going to be focusing and paying very close attention to them as well. Next up, right here, even Matthew Lyny, I just retweeted this. This is from 2020 in June. Just wanted to point this out. OMFIF think tank spotlighting Ripple yet again. So one of the most connected financial think tanks in the world, no doubt about it, mentioning XRP right there. So of course, us in the XRP community, we've been sharing this, making this go viral for quite some time, and we are just awaiting for price to move. We were waiting for this regulatory clarity, this glass ceiling that is holding the price for so long. So the role of blockchain in banking, so they're focusing on that. I know that we, see banking as a service. We're actually seeing the term blockchain as a service as well. Future prospects for cross-border payments. Interestingly enough, XRP has already done for financial institutions, real businesses, not promises, not ideas, or not for us. $2.4 billion in notional value has flowed through XRP between different currencies, and XRP is that bridge asset. Interesting. All right, OMFIF, so back then it was 37.8, and then even just recently it was 39.5 trillion. So I'd imagine this money's going to continue to grow as the printing continues. So yet again, SWIFT, 5 trillion a day. Don't even get me started on the Forex market. That's another 5 trillion a day. All I'm saying is there's a lot of money. There's not going to be one single crypto that dominates and every other crypto goes to zero. There's going to be multiple assets, just like there's multiple stocks. There's multiple type of investment vehicles in this whole ecosystem. Now, you can look this gentleman up if you'd like to do your own research with him, Costa Peric or Constantine. You can see his background. I encourage you guys to watch his TED Talk, read as much as you can about it, understand Moja Loop, focused in, I almost said Australia, Africa, and Moja is Swahili for one, so one loop. Essentially creating payment systems that are open and can connect. Because some people, like natives in Africa, they may have a mobile bank account or like a mobile app like Venmo or something like that, or PayPal, for example, just arbitrary examples, but they don't have a bank account at a physical location. So they want interconnectivity between ledgers. All right, Interledger Foundation, of course, we're watching some of those recent announcements as well, and then Swift for 23 years. And don't even get me started on CLS, guys. Please look up continuous link settlement. I know Darren Moore, King Solomon, and XRP Nuts back in the day showed all the integrations of RippleNet with CLS and Global Pay Plus of Finastra, RippleNet partner, 9,000 clients, and by the way, they're connected to the top 50 banks, the top 48. And I know I repeat this a lot, but there are new people watching this channel all the time. And people that know these facts are not going to be panic selling XRP. Okay. And of course, the gentleman's right here on Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation website, Constantine. You guys can read more about it, architecture, etc. So 10,000 financial institutions on Swift, things to look at in Belgium. So very cool. All right. And almost done, guys, right here. City in North Dakota now accepts crypto for utility payments. So the city, Williston of North Dakota has officially started accepting crypto like Bitcoin for utility payments via BitPay. And of course, this is just the beginning. And to finish things off, guys, we have Mr. Whale, Crypto Whale himself, actually an early investor in XRP back in the day. Unpopular opinion, well, I think this is a popular opinion for us that have done our research. XRP will dethrone Bitcoin this year. Bold prediction, we will see. But fingers crossed, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in the next one.